So apparently, I'm sure some people will look at the title of this episode and will be like, how does someone that has never found love before want to teach us about true love? But to those people that they have that exact thing in their mind, God will judge you people. And aside from that, I actually had to go online to do a proper research on the topic, what does true love mean? So it's not just people that have actually fallen in love before, or that are sure that they've fallen in love before, that can know what true love is. There's something they call research. What's up, people of this weird planet called Earth? Welcome to episode 64 of Reality Monday with yours truly, Damilare Mapa. So I've been doing a lot of solo Reality Monday this year, and I need to start inviting guests. But God, I've been going through so much. But then I decided that there's no how, the show must go on. So on the 64th episode, we'll be talking about what does true love mean and how you can recognize it. And I got help from a particular website that I resonated with, called betterhelp.com. So this is me leaving, what's it called? Yeah, like is it acknowledgement, or what they call it, or like referring my source. God, I've left school. It's quite in school. They call it reference. They call it reference. So betterhelp.com. So yeah, without further ado, let's go right into it. This is going to be a very short episode, and yes, just in case you'd love to be a guest on my show wherever you are in the world, please send me a DM on my WhatsApp or any of my social media handle at Damilare_Mappa, DAMILARE_MAPPAR. So yeah, what does true love mean, guys? So the first thing I said about someone that's never found true love before, I'm close to 30, and I don't know, I'm kind of a different person from most people, because I feel like in this world, like throughout history, it's been like a known fact that most people lie about the word called love. Most people lie a lot, especially when it comes to like the romantic kind of love, and that's because the feeling, it's it's like something you cannot describe. There's no thermometer that can measure what true love is. There's no equipment that can measure if what someone has for you is true or not. In fact, some people get infatuated and feel like there's love. So you can actually be deceived by your own self that like what you feel is love. So one thing that people have to do is they have to, like, no matter how true someone is to themselves or to other people, you still have to like look for knowledge about that exact thing, so that you can recognize what love is or what love is not. But some people actually, they are especially men lie about that thing a lot. It's easier for a man to lie about how he feels than the woman. Some women lie because of a few reasons, but men have more reasons to lie about like what they feel than women, which has caused a lot of unnecessary kinds of relationships. That's one of the reasons I'm not a fan of like the cliche definition of relationships nowadays. And a lot of people break trust, because that's something that it's like a very big part of love. So these things that I'm saying are not like, they are not part of like the list of things that you can ascertain. You can ascertain what true love truly is, because this is just like my own perspective on it. But let me just like say the things that the betterhelp.com described that you can use to recognize true love. Number one is mutual respect, which I feel like it's a very, very important factor when it comes to two people. When it comes to any connections, in fact, mutual trust. But you see, there's this thing that I tell myself, or I've always told myself, that one definition of true love that cannot, what's it called? I think, well, sure, you cannot say it cannot totally be what's it called? Like it cannot totally be discouraged, or what's that word that we use? You cannot say it is not true. One definition of true love that I would always use as a benchmark is the love of of family, the love of your immediate family, the love that your mom has for you, the love that your dad has for you, the love that your siblings have for you. That's like a very huge benchmark that I've always put the pedestal of the real definition of true love on, because like those people, because of, they say blood is thicker than water, actually not in all cases, but there's no how. It is harder for your parents or any other person in your family to betray you. So it's a very good benchmark to gauge what true love is, and then like the kind of connections and like the characteristics that you have with like your family, people that are members of your family, is what you can also use to gauge that, is it the same way I feel, the same way I would feel about my family? It might not be absolute, but like the same way you would feel about your family that you feel about someone else. That's like another way to understand what true love is. So it's like something you can use as a mirror, like mirroring what exactly true love is and what it is not. So that's on mutual respect. Then number 2 is deep connection. So there's no how. The someone that you truly love, there's this sort of connection that differs from an ordinary person. The fact that anytime you see them, you smile. Anytime you see them, you are happy. Anytime you see them, you are fulfilled. Anytime you spend time, like quality time with them, it's always different from like any other person. It's something that it's a way to understand if what you have for the person is true or not. Then number 3 is truth and honesty, and this is like a very huge part of any form of relationship with someone. Truth and honesty, like it's just like the foundation of any good relationship. Once you betray someone trust, it's hard for you to get it back. And then once you lie to someone, and human beings lie a lot, so if you find yourself not being able to lie to this particular person, to your family you can lie to them, you can actually lie to them, but then sometimes you will later still tell them the truth, and you're like, there's nothing, you cannot disown, you cannot kill them, you will still accept the truth at the end of the day. So you will tell them the truth. It's hard for you to lie. But one problem is a lot of people that say they love themselves, that say they are in like a good relationship with themselves. In fact, it's like one of the one of the foundations of should I say cheating, man? This issue is like a very long one. It's a very, very long one. But for anybody that you claim to love, you have to trust the person, and you have to like be very honest with the person. That's a very huge part of relationships. Once you betray their trust, but it's hard to get it back. So the way you gauge, or like you would understand what true love is, both of you have to trust each other like to the fullest, and you have to like be very honest with each other. But there's also the fact that you lie to a particular person, but you still love them. I feel like it's something you have to understand yourself. If someone perpetually lies, because there's nobody that does not like this word, if someone perpetually lies every single time, and you can see the lie, sometimes some people ignore. That's how a lot of people ignore red flags. You can see someone lies a lot, you can see through the lies, but then you choose to deceive yourself that this person is just lying because they love me. Nobody lies because they love you. They lie to you because they don't want you to know the truth. And when someone is hiding the truth from you a lot, you should not trust them. You should never trust them. So you never build like genuine connections or real anything with someone. With foundation of lies. So that's like a very huge gauge. And then there's empathy. What is empathy? Like in my own definition, empathy is being being kind, being a caregiver, being sweet. I think basically having empathy is kindness. That's what I would describe it as. So if someone is really kind to you and really cares about you, cares about you in a holistic way, generally and like specially, then that is the definition of true love. If you also have that kind of kindness to a particular person, some people are kind in like general in every way, but the kindness I'm talking about, like I said, general and like specially, the kind of kindness that a particular kind of kindness that you would not show every other person. She get that you show this particular person. Say benchmark to understand what true love is. Unconditional support, supporting everything the person does. She get, you're always interested in it. That's one of the reasons why you tend to love someone that has what's it called? That's into things that you're into, or into things that you love, or things that you appreciate or admire. She gets, you don't want to support them unconditionally. Then commitment, committing to a particular person in ways that you don't commit to other people. Just in fact, most of the things that like we would list or that is on this list rather, she get, are things that is especially to a particular person. So if you see someone that is committed to you, you're committed to the other person. It's a way of understanding if what you have for them is true or not. Then common growth, you want them to grow, is also sort of like unconditional support. And then accepting the person for who they are, and not what's it called, trying to create a selfish how would I call it, a selfish version of a particular person, knowing that the person, that all of us are human beings and we have flaws, and accepting them for who they are. Well, not accepting rubbish actually, because they are rubbish. There are a lot of rubbish in this world. So accepting the flaws and the good of this particular person, accepting them for who they are, and also wanting them to be a better person. In every single way. So these are like the big factors. There's a lot of things that this website still pointed out, but the only thing I also decided to talk about, or like I said, to extract there that I found useful, is the differences between love and infatuation. A lot of us we feel things. Everybody literally feels things at different periods. For different people. But sometimes we mistake what we have for someone as love, when it is just a feeling, a temporary feeling that will go away. I think that's what they call infatuation. So the differences, they are like 1, 2, 3. There are 5 differences that will make you understand that if what you have for someone is true love or infatuation. Number 1 is like the duration, the period of whatever you have for that person. For true love, it is everlasting. It's forever. That's one of the reasons why sometimes I don't believe when people say you fall out of love. You might just decide that, oh, this person is not right for me and something, but you still love them at the end of the day. But that's one of the reasons why love comes from, like they say, the heart. But then you have to use your head. If love is not enough to form a lifelong bond with someone, you have to understand that there are a lot of other factors that come into it. So once you think with your head, even when you love someone, and the other factors are not clicking, they are not they are not factoring, then you know that you have to let this person go, or you have to go your separate ways, despite the fact that you love them. But that love never actually goes. That's one of the reasons why you have to be careful not to love rubbish, so that it does not become a problem for you at the end of the day. So the duration for love is everlasting, or like it's long term, but the duration of infatuation is temporary. So you then the focus that you have when you love someone is different from the focus that you have when it's an infatuation. Focus in the sense that, like, the things that things that you like about this particular person. So you would like someone like all around that if it is love, but you would just like some particular things about the person if it is just an infatuation. Idealization. So I can't really remember what I read about this, but I feel like it's like the idea you have about someone. For instance, now in true love, you know that you accept someone for who they are. She gets, not like a fake version that you just want to be a perfect version. She gets, but in infatuation, you have like this, maybe it's like this Cinderella kind of look, I don't know how you call it, or Prince Charming. She gets that you have like a very huge pedestal for. She gets, so then emotional roller coaster. I can't really remember what I read about this also, but when it comes to emotions, for love you tend to use you tend to use your heart. But for infatuation, it's still something that you feel, but it's not really something that is like a big feeling. She gets, it can disappear at any time. I'm hoping I get that one, but the last one, which is physical attraction, is something that, yes, that's like a very huge way. This is like the biggest way of understanding infatuation or love. She gets, for instance, now you see someone see someone for the first time, and it's like, oh, this is love at first sight. Imagine you actually were blind. Imagine you were blind. Just imagine you were blind. You would not see the person. So I don't feel like there's anything like love at first sight. It's really lost at first sight. You see someone, the person is just so damn fine. It's your perfect spec. She gets, that's usually infatuation sometimes, or lost. She gets, it's different from love. For love, physical features are not like what's it called? They're not at the top of your list. She gets the attraction, the mental attraction, the what's it called? Life goals and every other thing about the person. She gets, you love those things more than anything that has to do with their physical attraction or their sexual, what's it called? Sexual allure. She gets, so I hope you understand like what I mean by that. Anyway, so these are like the differences between infatuation and love. I hope you understand and you learned something from this episode without without concentrating on like the what's it called, the pauses and like the mistakes. Sorry about any mistake that I might have made on this episode. I hope you learned something from it. Now you should be able to understand and differentiate what true love is and what true love is not. Thank you guys for listening to this episode 64 of Reality One Day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.